I assure you, whatever thumbnail or title I've put to this video, it's not a joke and it's not clickbait.
Someone actually did this and uploaded it to YouTube.
They're getting banned.
They're getting banned.
I don't think that's allowed.
On this week's Q&A with Henrik, he decided to drop a big announcement.
This is a big one. I think you would be quite surprised.
Bear in mind, just a couple of days ago, I uploaded this video talking about UE5 and Mortal Online 2. So I was interested to hear what the new announcement could possibly be. And I'll tell you right now, unless it was 3 AM in the morning and you was on some sort of acid trip.
And if you don't think chimps will steal babies and eat them, you haven't been paying attention to the literature. That's correct.
You would have never guessed the news to come.
It gives Star Wars a great opportunity and expansion to the world and taking over the world when it comes to MMO, RPG, sandbox, such as Mortal Online 2. Alright guys, let's see. Here goes. Enjoy.
Once, we were mortal, temporal, playthings of the deities. Our realms, the celestial and terrene, shattered, as above, so below. Our past, a fragmented tapestry to be amended. Or so we believed. But in striving to restitute our world, we tore its fabric to shreds. And in our pursuit of unrestraint, we annihilated our gods. They say you have to know despair to know grace. Grace or hope. Whatever they say, here is only enemy. We must leave the mud and reach for the stars, seeking the true Attilas. Through the abyss, suffering the malady of the infinite. MMORPG. Our exodus.
Whoa! The fuck is that?
Fucking hell! Oh my god! Damn.
It's kind of sexy though. I kind of want to fuck the shit out of it.
Alright, let's fuck it.
Man, that's epic and based.
That is poggers.
What is that based on?
I bet you didn't see that coming, right?
No, we fucking didn't.
Holy shit. I'm sweating. How cool is that? It's not April Fools. It's the real deal.
Now, you can imagine there's a lot of questions in regards to this new announcement, and lots of people were concerned about the current development of Mortal Online 2, and also just generally what the fuck is going on. And to anyone who doesn't even know what Mortal Online 2 is, essentially it's a sandbox PvP MMO based in medieval times. So to say that it's suddenly going to space, you can see how batshit crazy it is. But anyway, Henrik, the CEO, goes into more details about the new expansion or new game, whatever you want to call it. So I've done the hard work of watching the stream and just compiling all the questions and answers into one easy to watch video. Feel free to use the chapters below to find the section that you want.
This is a unique expansion of Mortal Online 2, I would say. So obviously we are in the Mortal universe, right? And they are connected in a very special way. I mean, obviously you recognize the planets, the nave planets, the moons. And the thirds are in ending, right? When we built Mortal Online 2, we had this in mind, or even from Mortal Online 1. We want to be able to expand and build the best possible MMORPG world. Obviously there's some time that passed since Mortal Online time to the Exodus time era.
So in case you're wondering, no, they haven't introduced spaceships which you can now craft.
And there's a very exciting specific link in time from Mortal 2 to Exodus. And obviously also, I don't know if you know what Exodus means, but it has a meaning to what happens from the Mortal Online time era on Nave.
So to summarize, they've always had this plan. They've always wanted to go into space, apparently. If you actually look up at the sky, you can see like another earthly shaped planet, and that's supposed to be Mortal Online 1. So there's always been some sort of space element to the game, I guess. And Mortal Exodus is actually in reference to something in the story, as opposed to all the players leaving Mortal Online 2, which might still happen. But for me, it seems like quite a stretch to have this world that we're all familiar with just suddenly be in space. I mean, I'm not against the idea of a space MMO PvP sandbox game. I think that's called Star Citizen. But hey, more competition the better, right?
So all of the components that have been built for Mortal Online 2 is pushed in another group that is the Exodus version. So in that means everything is already built and used in Mortal Online, and that won't affect the Mortal Online 2 development. It will just continue just as normal as it's been since day one.
So what he's trying to say here is that all the components for Mortal Online 2 will just be moved over for Exodus. Mortal Online 2 still has some development to go, so it will just be a lift and shift. He then goes on to talk more about how Exodus is going to be run, so let's have a look at that.
So those components and technology that are passed on to these other projects, we are talking to developers and companies, other companies that also have a commitment into the Exodus. So it's very exciting. It gives us more resources. Very exciting opportunity to keep on growing, expand Star Vault and Mortal Online 2, so we can reach to the stars eventually.
So to me, it just sounds like they're trying to generate some more revenue. I mean, they haven't been doing the subscription model since its launch, which, they would have been relying on quite heavily to keep the game running. So by the sounds of it, they're taking the IP from Mortal Online and selling it on to any other game developers who might want to use it. That's what I'm taking away from this.
But so the key components here is Mortal Online 2 is, obviously fully dedicated and run by the core team as it has been since day one, pretty much.
The funny thing is, lots of people did question what will happen to the dev team, and he did reiterate several times to say they're going to stick with Mortal Online 2.
No, we're not moving on to a new game. Again, I want to make it very clear so you really understand it. Mortal Online 2 is the main development of Star Vault developers that have been developing it, since day one. So, I hope that's a clear difference.
But naturally, you can understand the alarm bells because people are afraid that they're just going to up and leave Mortal Online 2 before it's even finished, or even worse, work on two games at the same time while still not fulfilling the original timeline.
Yeah, like I said, we are continuing Mortal Online 2 just as normal. Our current developers are not developing Exodus. I want to make that clear. So the TC focus stream is the next week. I'm planning to put together art for it. I'm gonna show the Kingdom tab and information that is affected the main difference from the first game TC and the new functions.
And this addresses my main concern, is that it would slow down the roadmap, and UE5 or the Epic launch gets pushed because they focus on this new project. So the fact they're still going ahead with the territorial control and siege weapons, I'm not too bothered. I'm happy to hear that's going forward. However, after today's announcement, I am very skeptical as to the future of Mortal Online 2 still, just because no one expected this big announcement. It was so left of center. It was just, what the fuck?
What is the goal for releasing on that game? So we have no dates or anything official. This is just a reveal of that project. And like I said, it's gonna be a while until there is the next step for that project.
Given the fact that it's taken them this long to get to this state for Mortal Online 2, I don't think it's going to be coming out anytime soon. On average, it takes about 7 years to develop an MMO, so yeah, let's not get too panicked about this just yet.
Like I said, separate from Mortal Online 2. Mortal Online 2 will benefit and have more resources and secure it and its future. So it's a win-win for the company and any Mortal Online player out there.
I think the problem is with Mortal Online 2 is that it's such a small team who run it that when it comes to stuff like PR and, you know, social media and announcements, they're not the best for it. So to drop like this video at a time when everyone's looking at the roadmap, it didn't really sit well with people. It really wasn't explained too well at the start, but after, you know, a lot of conversation, we understand that, okay, it's coming out in the future, it shouldn't affect the current development, and it's a way to generate money for the actual game developer. But instead, we got, oh look, big announcement, oh, Space Immortal, and everyone just loses their shit. But that's my takeaway from it. You might think the game's now doomed, or you might be excited for this new development. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Leave a like if you want me to cover off more MMO reveals, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next video. Bye bye for now.